terror attack. British authorities arresting a 19-year-old man, the 21st overall. We are also getting our first look at the fake suicide vests that were worn by the three killers. There they are. Police say the blood-spattered belts made from plastic water bottles wrapped in duct tape were designed to create, quote, maximum fear. And terror leader Oscar Lopez Rivera cheered and booed while being honored at New York's Puerto Rican Day Parade yesterday. His terror group claimed responsibility for more than 100 bombings across the U.S. This as Puerto Ricans overwhelmingly voted to become the 51st state. Congress has the final say on whether or not that happens.
I think we have final say, actually. It's ultimately going to be our decision.
Meanwhile, many in the media portrayed the nationwide protests against Sharia law over the weekend as a protest against Islam.
The clashes erupting into brawls here at home over Islam.
Protesters and counter-protesters squaring off across the country tonight, either against the threat of Islamic law or in defense of Muslim Americans.
Activists say anti-Sharia groups promote a distorted view of Islam.
Right. But that doesn't paint an accurate picture.
Our own Pete Hegseth, he went out to talk to those protests. He joins us now with what he saw.
That's right. I mean, the reaction of the left-wing media is predictable. They're going to dumb it down and say these are a bunch of racist, anti-Islamists protesting against them. Instead, we said, let's go out and find out what they really think and how they really feel and what they're protesting against. This is what they had to say here in New York City.
Today, there's a protest going on to protest Sharia law, which is an extreme version of Islam.
I don't think that killing people or mistreating women is a religion.
So you're not out here, are you out here protesting against Islam or against Sharia law?
Against Sharia law. I have nothing against Islam.
I want to make sure that we're aware of everything that Sharia is, everything extremist Islam stands for, and we're aware of the dangers.
Are you here to protest against Islam?
It's not against Islam. It's against Sharia law.
Every radical Islam comes from their law. I mean, do we have to stop that already? America had to be strong about this.
It's not about being against Muslims. It's just being against the ideology of, I guess, murdering homosexuals and treating women as a second-class, maybe under a second-class citizen, just dehumanizing.
Over in Britain, they were just frogs boiling in water, and now they're dead.
Critics will say that you're anti-Muslim. Are you anti-Muslim?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think what needs to happen really is a reformation of the religion from the inside, and I feel like that needs to start with Muslims. So we need Muslims. The fact is that none of these people would want to kick out Muslims from this country. That's not what we're about here. At least that's my understanding of America.
Okay, I'm confused because when you looked at the mainstream media depiction of it, it's completely different than what those people said.
Of course, and the violent clashes that happened in some cities, including Minneapolis, were induced by the counter-protesters that were going after these folks saying, you're a racist. And what I found were patriots who were talking about the Constitution. America is based on ideas. Of course, we have religious liberty and we welcome Muslims, but we can't have an extreme form of Sharia law here subtly being introduced in any way.
All right, so it's amazing to see the protesters show up in all black outfits again. It just shows a social media organization.
The so-called anti-fascists who are trying to, in a fascist way, shut people down.
Exactly.
It's amazing. And it's seriously our patriots just saying, I love this flag, I love the cops, I love my country, I love the military, and I want to work with partners around the world to defeat radical Islamic terrorism and not let it have any beachhead here.
Well, I heard Lee Greenwood in the background, so I think it was a pretty patriotic crowd.
It very much was. I can confirm that.
Thank you, Pete.
Thanks, guys.
Scandal surrounding